year old towards the end of May. May 23rd is their first birthday. Right now they are in the process of losing their winter coats. So they're starting to look a little patchy. And they're also starting to change their coat coloration a little bit. So in the winter time, they're really, really white. And as we get closer to summer, they turn more of a light gray. You can actually see, especially on Ivan here, he's getting some gray, what we call guard hairs, and kind of the top layer of fur. And he's also losing a bunch of fur on his back haunches there. It kind of mats up or clumps up and then it falls out. So you can see that they're both trained to get into harnesses, and we can put leashes on them and we can take them for walks and we can want to meet people. You'll also hear that both Mitzi and Heather are using clickers. The clicker is the same thing as the whistle. We use the whistle with the whales, we use the clicker with the foxes, and it just lets them know that they've done a good job and that their reward is on the way. We've got a couple different types of treats. Mitzi and Heather are feeding them just their regular diet of a dry dog food, fish, fruits and vegetables. I also have some frozen watermelon balls. Very popular, these guys. So, even though they're not quite a year old, they are full grown. They weigh between 9 and 10 pounds. They typically don't get any bigger than about 12 pounds. So, they're not very big animals. Now, the Arctic foxes are found all around the circumpolar Arctic, so the North Pole. They will follow the polar bears around and eat their leftovers. So if a polar bear catches a beluga whale or a walrus or a seal, the foxes are kind of lurking in the shadows. They'll kind of run up and grab a bite and then run away. So they're primarily scavengers. They'll also eat vegetation. They'll steal eggs from nests. Not a lot of watermelon in the Arctic, but special treats here that we can give them. They're very well adapted for the Arctic environment that they live in. You can see they have the big bushy tails. They're going to use those like a scarf. So they're going to wrap them around their face. They'll cover their face and their nose and it'll keep them warm. They'll stay warm when you're in the Arctic. You'll also notice on their ears are really small. When people think of foxes, most people think of desert foxes with big ears. Well, desert foxes have big ears to pull them off. These guys have low profile ears to keep them warm. So the taller your appendages are in a cold environment, the more areas you're going to lose by keeping them to stay warm. These guys want to stay warm. And they also have nails on their paws. Use those for digging and for scratching. Like I said, since they are scavengers, they're going to spend a lot of time digging. They will also bury things that they find. So, different food items, and they can save them for later. And we do see our foxes demonstrating that behavior quite a bit. So, they do have a distinct odor. They have a scent gland on the base of their tail. When they get threatened or nervous, kind of release that. It's pretty stinky. So, these guys don't make the house pets because of that. So, you can see how Kiana's really digging there.
Are they solitary or do they stay in their family units?
They can stay in a family unit, and the males will help raise the kits, which are the baby foxes, and the females can have litters anywhere from 3 or 4 to 6 animals. I think the largest reported Arctic fox litter was in the high teens, early 20s. So the male will help